Removing any sunken ship is no small task, but the Coast Guard is working on pulling 2 out of the Columbia River.
The vessels first arrived in the Portland area in 2006 because there was a nonprofit organization that was interested in turning them into museums.
Those plans never worked out, and eventually these 2 vessels, the 100-foot Saccharissa that is now floating and this 125-foot long ship Alert that's just above water, eventually were seized by the state of Oregon. But this isn't the first time crews with the Coast Guard have been out here.
Back in 2020, the Coast Guard responded to a report of diesel fuel in the bilge of the motor vessel Saccharissa, and we responded utilizing the Oil Spill Liability Trust Fund and removed thousands of gallons of diesel fuel.
The Coast Guard will be using $1 million from that fund to raise each ship out of the water and then safely dump any remaining oil out. Petty Officer First Class Travis McGee says the Alert sank last October, and it was this past spring when the Saccharissa sank. He doesn't know what caused these 2 ships to go down, but at one point there were people living on them.
The Coast Guard will oversee operations to raise both vessels and transport them to a facility to offload any remaining oily waste from the vessels.
Top priority for the Coast Guard this time around for these 2 ships that sit between the Interstate 5 bridge and the Railroad Bridge.
We've been committed to the protection of the environment and the safety of the waterway,
making sure no oil is spilled in the river or this sandy area of Hayden Island in North Portland.
Now, Brittany, one of those ships has already been lifted and now is floating, as you can see from that video. The plan is to get the other one, the Alert, out of the water by this week or by the end of this month. In the newsroom, Joe Ranieri, KGW News.
Oh, yeah, really big mission that they've got there. Thanks so much, Joe.